All right. Welcome. It is 5D Transformations. And in this video, I want to talk about the fact that narcissists are miserable. And, at the end of the day, um, you have to understand that because here's what you got to understand. You got to think of it from a entanglement perspective. You don't want to be entangled with somebody that has low vibration because all that's going to do is have you connected with that low vibration. So one of the hardest difficulties when dealing with the narcissist is that you have all this negative anger or this negative energy toward the narcissist for the things that they're doing. But as a result of that, you are becoming even more entangled with them because it's a strong emotional charge, that negative energy. So in order to escape and untangle from that connection, you have to actually find a way to disengage from a perspective of letting go or distancing yourself from the anger and in being upset as a means to actually get away from the narcissist. Because one thing about a narcissist is the deeper you delve into arguing, fighting, anger, what you got to understand is these people have time for that all day. Like that is what they have, the energy for that. And that's a game that keeps them entertained because when you're miserable, what does misery love? Come on, we all know, right? Misery loves company. So without knowing, you are actually becoming the company of the misery by by being in polarity to it, essentially being a polar opposite, you know being that opposite force, doing this, two masculine energies hitting one another, you know um in order for it to work, as you notice the exchange, you have the masculine energy going, you have the feminine energy, and they go together and connect, right? So when we talk about being in a scenario where there's two masculine energies, I mean, look at life, look at how wars happen, World War II, and the millions of people that died because of this force, because of this energy. And at the same time, it's hard because as the empath, you don't want to also be receptive to it. You don't want to have to hold that negative energy that they're giving you. So the only thing that you can do is disengage. You know what I mean? And so essentially, when you are in a situation where you and a narcissist are having when you're stuck in a narcissistic entanglement, you're stuck in a scenario that's going that is this connection. It's doing this, it's just doing this. So you have to fall back into the feminine energy, right? But the thing is that you're not receiving the energy, you're not containing it. You instead are just letting it, you're not trying to resist it. You let it pass you and you create distance. You actually, instead of doing this or doing this, you actually go this way. And then they try to come and then you just leave. And they have nothing to push against anymore. That's what it is, When we talk about no contact, it's instead of doing this, instead of doing this, instead of doing that, you just go this way. And they might follow you for a little while, and then they realize, okay, no more narcissistic supply. All right, now I'm going back to doing this with someone else. So when you understand their pattern, when you understand how they're motivated, and when you understand how miserable they are, you realize that the best thing you could do is create distance. And if even if you're stuck in a house with them, create mental distance, like be in your room, create separation, be in your own world. And yes, it's going to be annoying, but you have to find a way to not be as emotionally charged. And I'll do a video on that. I have some stuff on that already, but like I'm gonna do a video specifically on that. But in the meantime, understand that your peace is paramount, and that when you're battling the narcissist, the only one that's losing is you, because the narcissist is getting entertainment, they're getting narc supply, they're able to project their anger on somebody. Like you're helping them out. So, you know, take the power back and realize that if your energy is a gift, people have to earn it. And even when you're arguing with somebody, whether you know it or not, you're giving them your energy. And most of the time, that person who you're giving your energy to doesn't deserve it. So instead, say, okay, you're being weird. So guess what? I'm going to relax, let that miss me. and save my energy for the things that give me a positive return. And then you will find yourself free from the toxic cycle, because that's essentially what a toxic relationship is, whether it's whether it's girlfriend, boyfriend, whether it's husband, wife, whether it's, you know, whatever, work, at the end of the day, um, that's what it boils down to. In any of those situations, a toxic relationship is a situation where um, two people keep doing this, where someone is not willing to walk away. That's what makes people stuck in toxic relationships, is that the one element of toxic relationships that that always is there is that no matter how bad either party is, they come back to it. And that's what makes it more and more toxic, because both parties are not willing to leave. So that's my message. This is 5D Transformations. Be great. Make sure to get the narcissism, how to be narcissist free. There's a course. It's called Untethered. I break down all the aspects of narcissism, how to avoid, how to avoid them, where you find them, why they're trying to attack you as an empath or as just a person. What is their motivation? How do you defeat them? How do you get to the other side? It's all there. So make sure to go there and grab that. And I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.